Okay, so, I know you already know this, but I'm gonna reiterate. This is the video for my final project for the first year seminar, Introverts in Society. All right, before I started this class, before I took this class, I thought of myself as really shy, really reserved. A lot of people told me I just must not like people because I don't like to be around people. That was not my favorite thing to do. And this made people not really want to be by me. I didn't have a strong relationship with people just because I wasn't around them as much as I could have been. At school, I was like the quiet kid in class. I sat in the back, didn't do a lot. I just did my work, answered questions or asked questions, but not a whole lot outside of that. With work, it was basically the same thing. I don't do a lot, say a lot, talk to my coworkers a lot. I just kind of show up. I talk to the kids a lot, because they're kids and they're cute. But I didn't do much outside of that. My understanding of being an extrovert was just someone who was really popular, really outgoing, really just, loves people and has to be, wants to be around people and almost needs to be around people to be happy. But I just thought of them as, the more popular group. Throughout this class and since then, I have learned that, extroversion, it's a scale. It has different facets to it. Oh my gosh. So since then, I've learned that, that you can be, warm, you can be, really positive, you can, be really outgoing, want to be around people, you can be, adventure seeking. Just those are some of the different facets of extroversion. And it's kind of funny to me. I can see a lot of this in my family. So I would consider my mom an extrovert. My sister Allie is an extrovert. My sister Allie is very outgoing. She goes out and socializes all the time. She loves being with her friends. She doesn't like to be alone. She just loves to go on adventures. She travels all over the world as much as she can, but she's broke now that she's traveled. Me and my sister Ashley, I think of more of the introverts. Me more so, just because I like to stay at home. I like to be alone. I like to socialize, but not for a long time. It just makes me feel really tired. I have to kind of walk away, just go sit down and take a breath and recharge my batteries before I can go back with people and re-engage. But so it's really interesting to me to kind of look at that throughout my family and see the different, scales in between. Because I would say, me, I'm the most introverted, and my sister Allie is probably the most extroverted. So all of our family members in between obviously fall in between, and it's really interesting for me. So because I've learned all these things about extroversion and how, it's just all a big scale and you can be high on one and low on another and still be an extrovert and an introvert. It's changed my perspective of myself, because I just thought of myself as this weird kid who didn't talk to people, didn't like to be around people, and I'm just introverted, which I'm not saying not weird, but I just now know that I'm more of an introvert. I just need to be more by myself, because I enjoy being around people when I have the energy to. I just kind of have to be alone, kind of mentally prepare myself for it. Someone can't just invite me out and be like, hey, let's go out, and I'm like, okay, great, because I kind of shut down in the middle of whatever event I'm going to, or socialization, gathering, whatever. I have to take a breath. My personality, just because I'm an introvert and just because of my personality, I'm really outgoing when I'm comfortable with people, but other than that, I'm not. And so that, I feel like it's a good thing for me, just because, at school and at work, I can focus and I just sit and watch people a lot. So I, notice things other people might not notice, or, I I hear a lot of things that other people are, they're talking to other people and being social, and I'm just kind of listening to all them. So I feel like I find out a lot more and I know a lot more than other people, just because I hear a lot more. Not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm trying to think. So based on my personality, I think the strengths that I have are just obviously just being kind of knowledgeable about a lot of different things, because I listen to a lot of different things, a lot of different people. And I think that I'm really good, like, with kids, and I consider that a part of my personality, just because I grew up around that, so I feel like that's a strength, just because I have 6 other siblings now. Some of them are technically in-laws now, but I have 6 other siblings, and so they're all obviously having kids. I'm the youngest of all of them, so when they all have their kids, plus I work at a preschool, so I work with kids a lot, and so it's really beneficial for me to do that. And at work, I work at the preschool, and I feel like in my work, extroverted people do have an advantage, just because they have to talk to like the parents at the school. They have to communicate with them we use an app called Brightwheel, and so they have to communicate through that and make really good relationships with the parents. They also have to, physically talk to the parents when they pick up. That's one thing I struggle with, is talking to other people. Even talking on the phone right now, I'm stumbling through all of my words. That's the one thing I really struggle with, talking to parents, like when they come to pick up. They ask me like small talk questions. I'm not great with that. So it's like, how'd your day go? Oh, it went fine. And then, I'm trying to deal with the kids and turn back around, and it just doesn't go very well for me trying to talk with other people. My coworkers who I see every day and I'm really comfortable with, I can have conversations with them where I feel like I'm not stumbling so much, and I'm not having as much difficulty as I sometimes do. But extroverts are definitely better at all of these things than obviously me. So interpersonal communication, I struggle with, obviously. Like I struggle with talking to other people a lot, and then writing down what I want to say very clearly, and just very concisely. I tend to ramble on a lot, just in case, because I just think, people might not understand me, so I have to say it again a different way. So I try and be more concise, but one interpersonal communication skill that I know and think that I do have really well is listening. I'm a great listener to, understand people, which I believe is the most important one, just because that's the one that I use all the time. But to overcome this, I'm trying to work on being more concise, relaxing, taking a deep breath while I'm talking to people, so I can just, calm down and talk through what I'm thinking. Anything else I'd like to share about this would just be, one thing is I really enjoyed this class. It was really fun to get to come in, talk about things, learn about a lot of different things, life skills. Just learned about a bunch of different topics. The reality show during comment box was interesting every day. I'm really glad I didn't miss class at all, because it was really fun to be in there, and it was a really open environment. I felt like I wasn't as nervous as I am in all my other classes. So that was really fun for me. I enjoyed this class, and thank you so much for being the teacher and making the class fun.